Hey guys, LukeMan97 back with another episode in BeamNG.Drive, and today I'm going to be going over the update 0.24, which they call the 2021 winter release. But anyway, the first big change you're going to notice in this update is that the menu looks completely different. Before, it just looked completely different. It also has different pictures behind it now, so it just looks refreshed and different. So let's go ahead and let's do our mod review in Utah. Okay, load at the auto repair zone, spawn. Anyway, the reason why I haven't been making so many BeamNG videos recently, guys, is probably because I just haven't been making that many videos, period, recently. I don't know, I guess I've just been a lazy bum when it comes to my channel, and I haven't been making as many videos, but I'm going to try to get on track now and start making a lot more videos. Also, guys, I recently got a new steering wheel, so the steering of the car should be a lot more accurate than it used to be with the keyboard. Okay, so here we are in Utah, and let's go ahead and look at the first major change, which is the menu. Well, there's another major change in that, remember when before you would pull up the escape, when you press escape to pull up the menu, it would be this big radial menu right here. Well, now they changed that. Oh, you can use the, you can use the, for all you old timers that did like the radial menu, you can still use it. When you pull up this, you can click radial menu and then you can still use it. But for everyone else, there's vehicle and you can select everything up here. So yeah, you can, actually the radial menu is you need the radial menu, because how else would you set your car on fire and stuff. This menu on top though just replaces that bar that used to be on the left with stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the Gabriel H series, the van in the game. They finally updated it. So this is what the H series used to look like, but now they have a facelifted version. This is the facelifted low-end version. So let's go ahead and spawn this in. Turn off the radio menu. There we go, turn off the radio menu. Okay, so this is the facelifted low-end version. So as you can see, it's got different headlights, different grille. The back end looks pretty much the same, but and I think it has an improved interior too. Not really anything different, just kind of improved. And then over here, it's low end because, as you can see, the grille is not chrome, it's just black, and most of the bumpers, some of the bumpers also not chrome. Okay, so this is the low end version of the facelift. So let's go ahead and look at some other versions of the H series. Oof, I'm still trying to learn this new update, guys, because it just was updated yesterday. So, but anyway, they have a facelift high-end version. Let me grab one of those. And they do have the old version, like I said, the old version low-end edition, so you can still use that if you want to. This is the facelift high-end version, I believe. Let's go ahead and load that in. So here we have the facelift high-end edition. So again, different headlights. The back didn't really change. It looks pretty much the same. They say improved interior. And then, yeah, see, because this one has chrome grille and stuff like that. And there's one more new version. There's one more new version, and that's the pre-facelift high-end version. So we all know and love the pre-facelift version, which is the one I showed you that was the original. Well, they made a new version of the pre-facelift, which is a high-end version. So now, as you can see, it looks a lot more high-end in that it has 2 headlights instead of just 1. I don't know, the front looks a lot more square and fancy. Inside has a silvery thing there, I guess. But yeah, pre-facelift high-end is also very nice. Let's go ahead and drive around real quick. As you can see, as we drive around, the terrain might look a lot more realistic to you, and that's because they also updated the terrain. They call it PBR terrain materials, and they did that with vehicles before, PBR vehicle materials, but yeah, let's go ahead and look at this. So as you can see, when we're up in the air like this, the road used to just look like a plain gray, but now it looks more dark, whereas when you go down to it, it begins to look more light gray. So I'm thinking that's probably what they mean by PBR terrain materials, new terrain materials. And then I think it's just the way the light reflects off everything too is supposed to be better or whatever. Another vehicle they updated in this update was the Abishu Pessima, and not the previous version. They updated the new version. I'm pretty sure they did do like I think they did do something to that, but I think they updated the new Pessima version, not the old one. So if we go into here, yeah, we have new convert. It doesn't really. Let's load in one. This is a new. This is a new configuration of the Pessima. Let's go ahead and load it in. Here we go. And as you can see, this is a rally Pessima, but the front, it doesn't really look that much different. I mean, it does look really realistic, but cars in BeamNG have always looked realistic. One thing I do notice is that the yellow lights on the side actually turn on when you turn the headlights on, like an actual car. So that, yeah, it almost looks like it's a lot more realistic. Inside, it's also received an update where this isn't a regular one, but you'll notice in the instrument cluster, remember when you used to turn on the headlights, it would light up a green instrument cluster? Well, they changed that, I guess, so now it lights up just a regular white instrument cluster, which looks a lot more modern. And also with the Pessima, they added a lot more new conversions. Let's go ahead and look at some of those. That rally one is a new conversion, by the way. Let's get a regular one so you guys can see. Turbo Burger, I think, might have been a new conversion. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's look inside. Okay, so this is a regular Pessima. Yeah. So the instrument cluster lights up differently. It looks kind of more modern, if you ask me. Let's go ahead and drive around a little bit with this, because they did say they updated the... Oh shoot, forgot my steering wheels. One thing with this steering wheel, guys, is I haven't really figured out how to drift with it good. I mean, I did assign a button on it to drift, but it hasn't been working that great. So as you can see, the steering wheel in the car moves a lot more gracefully, which means it's a steering wheel. But anyway, they said they've added like better crash physics real quick. Let's go ahead and check this out. Oh, another thing, instead of popping up a huge thing here that it's paused, they just do it up there. So it's gonna crash into here. Let's go ahead and give it like 16 times slow-mo. And not only is it a steering wheel, it's also pedals, so that's also very nice. Oh yeah, sounds like an earthquake going off in slow-mo. But they said they added like new deformation to it, where parts actually pop off, whereas I guess before they didn't have the best deformation. I don't really know, because I wasn't really into that, but I didn't drive the Pessima that much before. But anyway, another thing they added was the map. So it used to be when you press M on police cars, it would turn on the siren, but now when you press M, this happens. You have literally a complete map of the whole map, like an overview, and it's so cool because you can literally see the whole map, and you can click on different things around the map, like campsite, long jump, tunnel, time trial, dead man's loop, and airfield, stuff like that. By the way, oh, and you can also plot courses like this. But another thing you can do is you can time travel. So we click on airfield, click travel here. That is so cool, guys. That's literally almost like Forza, bro, I feel like, because literally with Forza you kind of hear that whooshing sound and you're like at your place or whatever. So I think they're making this game a lot better with they're making it a lot better, guys. But yeah, it's cool how you can time travel, because before you would have to just free cam to where you wanted to go and then just click F7 to teleport there. And you will still have to do that if it's an unmarked area, like if it's not a big area like an airfield or whatever, and you want to just teleport to by the river, you'll have to probably still do the old teleportation technique. But with locations like airfield or whatever, you can now teleport. And another nice thing is there's also scenarios kind of scattered around the map. So you go into these blue things, long jump airstrip, view details, click play, and here's the scenario, click start. So you can actually access scenarios now from inside free roam, which that's actually super cool, because especially for people with bad computers, because if you don't have the greatest computer for loading, then if you don't have the greatest computer and it takes forever, and then when you're done you can just click abandon and it goes right back to free roam. But if you don't have the greatest computer and you don't want to take the time to load into a scenario individually, you can just go in via free roam and just click on the scenario, which is pretty cool if you ask me. But so yeah, I love this map thing with the time traveling or whatever, and you can plot course. You see this blue course here? Okay, so we're here at the airstrip. Let's go ahead and back up like this. And as we pull out here, I thought that was, let's see. Okay, I believe that is marked. And you can also like move around it too. I'm pretty sure if you plot a course, arrows appear on the ground too. Let's see. Let's plot a course down there. Yeah, see, arrows appear on the ground and it points you in the right direction, which that's what it would do in scenarios before, but now they've brought this to free roam where you can plot courses. And this also reminds me of Forza Horizon, because literally this is what happens in Forza when you plot a course, the arrows appear on the ground. So in some ways I feel like BeamNG is kind of copying off Forza, but I don't really care because it's really nice to have it being this nice. But anyway, guys, I believe that's all for the update 0.24, the winter release. It was a pretty nice update. But anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe down below. Once you've hit that, hit the bell icon next to it, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.